Too much media exposure is definitely bad for your health. Starting back with the elections, with the pandemic, with COVID, with vaccines and other community unrest, we've had a lot of sensational headlines and a lot of very negative news. Having the 24-hour news cycle can really exacerbate stress, anxiety, depression, and most likely fear. Because too much media exposure can lead to these distressing issues, it's much better just to stay informed with the facts, looking up information on valued websites, things like that. Another area that's very important to consider is our consumption of social media. Again, these negative items, sensational headlines, and controversial opinions are all over social media. And with access just a touch of our phone, we can really increase our daily stress and anxiety. When you find yourself feeling overly anxious, stressed, or fearful, it's important to use self-care tools to reduce those symptoms. It's important to get outside, get some exercise, get your body moving, and do other pleasurable activities that you enjoy, such as hobbies or other activities. It's also important to have support from family and friends and not let these topics consume your conversations. Everyone is a little bit different on how much their screen time use affects them. These days during the pandemic, we can be working from home on the screen, children are attending school on their screen, so our limits have changed drastically, and there's going to be a lot of emerging evidence on the negative impacts of excessive use of screen time. Everyone's a little bit different, so just monitor yourself and know what you're feeling. And if you're watching too much news or you're using social media too often, try to cut back a little bit at a time. Prior to the pandemic, for children, no more than 2 hours of screen time was recommended. So the upcoming research will be very interesting after the pandemic with the excessive amount of screen time they've had for remote school and learning.